Well, hello again, and shalom. Today is the Mass of Christ, or otherwise known as Christmas Day, what is called. Oh, and actually referred to by the Puritans as Fool's Tide. You may be asking, what am I wearing? Why am I wearing this? Well, a Christmas tradition that you may have never heard of and you may be interested in practicing was established in the 1600s in the great country of the United States of America in the original colonies and pilgrims and the religious separatists called the Puritans, who came over at Plymouth Rock, in actually where I was born and raised for some time. So our ancestors, many of our ancestors, established a Christmas tradition that you may be interested in trying sometime if you want to participate in mere traditions of man. But they actually declared, and it first was declared in the country of England after the beheading of King Charles. The Puritans dealt with their problems. One of their first orders of business to reestablish order was to declare the Christmas Day feast, December 25th, as a day of fasting. And not only was it a day of fasting, but it was a day of fasting and repentance from sins. So a good day to reflect on the sinful pleasures of your flesh and your old nature that you want gone out of your life. That was in England. Well, certainly the Church of England also chased them out because they wanted to be completely separate and come over and have religious freedom, ironically, but they would actually kind of push their view upon everybody in Massachusetts, where I was born and raised. So my ancestry is a Christmas tradition to practice fasting as opposed to feasting. Many do not realize that Christmas was actually illegal and outlawed in the state of Massachusetts back in the 1600s by our very founding fathers, you might say, or ancestors. And we've fallen quite a long ways from there. Not that I'm saying a day should be illegal or outlawed, but I choose to partake in the tradition of fasting on December 25th because that's my personal heritage and the state of this country that I was born in. And I'm remembering that Plymouth Rock and the Puritans and some of the good things that they did, as they recognized the drunken carousing and partying and pagan feasting to be quite an issue that should not be tolerated. And if you truly are a believer, you shouldn't want to participate in those things, as the Puritans realized that Christmas was completely attached to pagan origins and pagan ceremonies, and that was well known. So Christmas is really not an American holiday, believe it or not. So I hope that maybe makes you think, and maybe you'll consider the tradition of fasting on December 25th.